In this segment, we learn about the 2023 NCF annual celebration and training and what attendees learned while taking part.
People attend the Nebraska Community Foundation annual celebration and training for a variety of reasons, but all come away inspired.
I am from Pender, Nebraska, and we are here in Kearney for the affiliated fund training with the Nebraska Community Foundation.
Katie Gutzman says the training happens every November.
It's a really inspiring event where we get to hear from tremendous speakers, we get to connect with other people in the state of Nebraska and learn about what they're doing in their community and bring those ideas and that inspiration and that energy and vibrance back to our hometowns.
The theme of this year's gathering is Dreams Inspire Dreams.
And I think that's just such a meaningful statement because I think that the contagion that happens in the rooms that we're in with others that are also working towards making their home place better is just such an inspiring and energizing place to be.
People are learning from one another.
I'm excited about the idea of community connections, excited about the idea of building relationships with people that you don't know but are really like you.
T. Michael Williams is a pastor of the Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church in North Omaha. He is taking initial steps to learn about how to build an endowment fund and how it can be used to better his community.
Our community has had a lot of promises, a lot of starts, but no finishes. And so there's not a very optimistic perspective in our community. And so this helps us to maybe build some optimism.
Williams is excited about NCF as he says it's a group that is open, values diversity, and wants to help communities help themselves. While he came from Omaha, Alicia Juliffs came from the other side of the state to take part. After leaving her hometown, she has since returned to build a life in Potter.
It's really exciting to be back with family, even some other graduates that moved back, and everyone just has a strong sense of passion and community, and we refuse to leave now.
She is part of the E3 program through NCF.
E3 is Energizing Entrepreneurial Ecosystems, and I am serving all of Cheyenne County, which is 5 different communities, and the whole point of it is to help entrepreneurs get the resources that they need no matter where they're at in their business life cycles.
She says this annual training is a great resource.
Sometimes you need that matched energy from somebody else, and it's exciting to come here and meet people that are totally in alignment with what you're trying to do, and they offer their help to get you there.
One of the key takeaways that I feel really hit home for me is that Nebraska is blessed with abundance. We have everything we need and everyone we need right here. And it just really hit home for me today of what a beautiful statement that is, and that abundant attitude really helps you create change in your area.
The goal now is to put the energy generated at the NCF annual celebration and training into action.
And there's certainly a lot that goes into an event like this.
Yeah, we wanted to learn more about the annual celebration and the Nebraska Community Foundation. So joining us now is Anders Olson, Director of Peer Learning with the Nebraska Community Foundation. Anders, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, good morning.
So what would you say was maybe the biggest takeaway from this year's annual celebration and the training?
You know, NCF annual training is the most exciting day of the year for Nebraska Community Foundation. We had about 250 people register this year, and I would estimate conservatively that 80% of those are community volunteers, meaning these people took a day off of work to come to Kearney just to sharpen their community building skills. And that is a level of commitment and kind of a compliment that staff does not take lightly. Like, that is something that we are very appreciative of. The piece that really stands out to me this year is we had 71 peer mentors from across the state, meaning community volunteers that we work with that helped either lead a breakout session or were speakers during our plenary sessions. It's one thing to hear about these community building strategies and ideas from a staff member. It's a totally another level of learning, hearing it directly from those that are doing the work in communities or being one of the people that are presenting on it. So I think the thing that stood out to me most was just the level of commitment we have from our volunteers in our network.
Why is this, or would you say this is a really exciting time for rural communities around the state? Why is it? It does seem like it's an exciting time right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's really clear that rural communities are stepping up and taking control of their community destinies, their community narratives, all across the state. A concept that we talk a lot about at NCF with our volunteers is active hope and passive hope. Passive hope is that belief that someone is going to come in and solve all of our problems for us. One of the things that we really work with our community volunteers on is active hope. That is going out, being proactive, finding solutions that are locally driven so that you can control that community narrative. And we see projects coming in every day that demonstrate that active hope going on in these communities. So the reason that it's so exciting is one, these projects are happening, but we're also seeing communities being willing to reinvest their knowledge into other communities that are pursuing similar projects.
Any community that's new to NCF that is just like, wow, and just taking it by storm?
You know, one of the folks that you interviewed, Alicia, is from Sydney. Sydney just joined our network this year, and they are doing a tremendous amount of work out there and have really hit the ground running. That's a community that they're really proud that has joined. There's also been several communities across the state that have been with us for, we're about to be 30 years next year, that have just really dove in. The folks in McCook, you saw Katie Gutzman from Pender, they have done some tremendous work. But really, it's pretty incredible that we have folks all the way out in the Panhandle, all the way to the folks up in Pender in the northeast corner of the state that are putting in so much effort that are really transforming their communities.
Yes, and by the way, where do people go to learn more about NCF?
Of course. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram as Nebraska Community Foundation, or find us on our website at nebraskahometown.org.
All right.
Easy to find.
Okay.
All right, thanks for
Super.
being here.
Thank you.